At 5:30. Call the meeting to order. Roll call.
Mr. Merritt?
Here.
Mr. DeWar?
Here.
Mrs. Hardenrader?
Here.
Mr. Irwin?
Here.
Ms. Manning?
Here.
Mr. Nesbitt?
Here.
Mr. Rose?
Here.
Mrs. Silvas?
Here.
Mr. Federal?
Here. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Notice of executive session of February 24th, 2025 for personnel from 6 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. March 12th, 2025 potential litigation 4:13 p.m. to 5:21 p.m. And March 17th, 2025 potential litigation personnel 7:13 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. There was nobody signed up for public comments regarding the agenda tonight.
Kathy? Yeah, she did check one.
Kathy?
Yeah, okay.
Kathy Graham, go ahead.
Last week we talked about the reassessment and stuff, so I had a few questions for Austin. I checked into the schools, there's like 504, and 87 are in 2 different counties. And so I was trying to find out, which I haven't heard back yet from the Department of Education, because you had mentioned you didn't think too many used the A2 I was wondering, so I didn't know if you found any more out about that?
I haven't looked, but
Okay.
I can do some deeper research to see.
Yeah, I was wanting to know how many do actually use that formula. And also, I didn't know if you knew, these are basically for Austin, I guess. When we get the reassessment and it's all done, we were always reassessed at 100% and Meadville 75. Do you know if that will change now?
I'll have to look at,
Once,
I know it's different between 2 counties, and let me check on it, but I believe it will be the same as it was before, 75 and 100. But let me get a confirmation on that.
okay. Yeah, I was trying to find that out also. And then I know sometimes you just talk about doing different business, new business, old business. And I think it would be help if, like, you would have the unfinished business the next month. So like if you start talking about a school gym or a school whatever, if you continue until you know exactly what you're doing, it won't get lost until October or November, where if it kind of keeps, you keep it in mind, that might help you in that way.
Yeah, thank
Or
you.
like new business, old business, keep it till you do have some facts or that way.
Yeah, thank
All
you.
right, thank you.
Okay. The student representatives to the board, Cochran Junior High School, Chloe.
Good evening. It's nice to see you all again. While the winter season has come to an end, our spring sports have started up. Starting off with our baseball team, they are currently 0-2 and have a game tonight at Franklin that started at 4. They have another game versus Iroquois starting at 4:30 on Friday. Our softball team has a record of 2-1 and also have a game tonight starting at 4 versus Mercer. There will also be a game on Thursday at Grove City. Our boys volleyball are 0-1 and have a game at Sagertown on Thursday. JV starts at 6 and varsity will follow. They participated in the Meadville tournament where they lost to Moon in the second round of bracket play. We had an NHS meeting on Thursday where the new members were included for their first meeting. We discussed our track and field days for Sunlight and the elementary, and we talked about our next blood drive, which will be held on April 8th. Induction is supposed to be held on April 14th, but might be changed due to a softball conflict. Thank you.
Thank you. MASH, who do we have? Kendall?
Yes.
Elliot?
No,
Okay. Cool. Okay.
Good evening, everyone. With spring sports in full swing, we would like to begin with a review of our athletics.
Spring sports have had a great turnout for participation. Tennis as an example with 18 players on the team with a home and season opener scheduled for April 2nd.
The softball team just closed out their first week of regular season games, going 1-1 with a win against Northeast and a loss against Sharon. The girls will be at home on Wednesday for another non-conference game against Sharpsville.
The baseball team moved to 2-0 after a 7-1 win against Sharpsville. They added that to a 10-3 win against Cochranton on March 13th. They will be back in action tomorrow at Mercyhurst Prep for a non-conference matchup.
The track and field team will open the 2025 season with a meet against Corey on April 1st. The meet will be at home beginning at 4 p.m.
In the inaugural season for Meadville Unified Bocce, the team will travel to Hershey to compete in the state championship tournament. The team and managers are set to leave for Hershey, PA Wednesday morning. They have a day set for the team bonding at Hershey World before the big games on Thursday. There will also be a fan bus set to drive students down early Thursday morning to support the team in their quest for state championship.
In support of the bocce team, Bocce Ball Club has set up a spirit week to rally the students and players. Monday will be Grout Fit Day, Tuesday will be Human Bocce Day, Wednesday will be Unified Bulldogs Day, Thursday will be Black and Red Day, and Friday will be Twin Day. During tutorial on Tuesday, Bocce Ball Club will be hosting a pep rally where the bocce team will be taking on student government. The team will receive a send-off on Wednesday as they leave for Hershey.
Boys volleyball opened their season with a win against Seneca Valley last Thursday. They also hosted and won their home tournament this past Saturday. They begin the road to State College to defend their 2024 state championship.
New advisor Mrs. Lynn and the NHS hosted their annual induction ceremony on March 13th. 44 members of the Meadville High School junior class were inducted. The current members of NHS helped with the ceremony, passed out programs, entered with the new inductees, and ran the refreshments table. We are very proud of this accomplishment of such an outstanding group of individuals.
Student government has their next meeting tomorrow, Tuesday, March 25th at 8 a.m.
Spanish Club had their March meeting Wednesday, March 19th. They celebrated St. Joseph's Day with cookies and writing cards to our fathers.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you. Ma'ams? Emily and Leah?
This month, our 8th grade web leaders visited 7th grade science classes to teach ways to manage stress. They shared simple tips to help students handle stress at school and at home. This gave 8th graders a chance to be leaders while helping younger students learn more important skills.
Meadville Middle School's track and field team started on Monday, March 17th. There are about 30 students preparing for the first meet at Franklin on Wednesday, April 2nd at 4 p.m. Coach Josh White said we have some strong returning 8th graders and a crop of new 7th graders ready to represent MAMS.
The 7th grade boys and girls volleyball season's kicked off. Players are working hard to build their skills, work as a team, and get ready for their upcoming games.
The middle school softball team is made up of 20 players from 6th to 8th grade. They have 7 games scheduled this season, with their first game on Sunday, March 30th against Sagertown. Coach Megan Walsh shared, "We have a strong group of girls and I am excited to see their hard work in action."
Student Council is planning their 3rd and final school dance of the year on Friday, March 28th. The theme is Spring Fling, featuring bright spring colors and florals to celebrate the season. It's sure to be a fun way to wrap up this year's dances.
Thank you. Approval of the minutes. Resolved, the Board of School Directors, Crawford Central School District hereby approves the following minutes. The regular board meeting of February 24th, 2025, and the committee of the whole meeting of March 17th, 2025. And is there a motion?
So moved.
Jason? Natasha, second?
Yes.
Any question, discussion on this? If not, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, same. Motion carried. Committee reports, curriculum, Tammy.
Approval of the second and final reading of Schedule J, Textbook Adoption, Discovery Education Textbook, Grades 6 through 8. It has been resolved that the Board of School Directors of Crawford Central School District hereby approves the second and final reading of Schedule J, Textbook Adoption, Discovery Education Textbook, Grades 6 through 8. I so move.
Is there a second?
Second.
Jason? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carried. Finance, Mr. Rose.
Resolved that the Board of School Directors of Crawford Central School District hereby approves the following financial activities: the Treasurer's Report for February, the financial statements, and the payment of bills, and I so move.
Is there a second?
Second.
Tasha? Question, discussion? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carried.
Resolved that the Board of School Directors of Crawford Central School District hereby accepts the 2023-24 independent audit into the minutes, and I so move.
Is there a second?
Second.
Ron? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carried.
Resolved that the Board of School Directors of Crawford Central School District hereby approves the sales and service agreement and lease agreement with Xerox Business Solutions, and I so move.
Second. Ed?
Yeah.
Any questions? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carried.
Next is the approval of exoneration of tax collectors for the tax year 2024. We do this every year. I'm not going to read the entire motion. It's all there for you all to read, but I do so move.
Second?
Monica?
Yes.
Any questions, discussion? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carried.
Resolved that the Board of School Directors of Crawford Central School District hereby approves the 2025-26 Northwest Tri-County Intermediate Unit budget in a total of $72,204,283. The Board further approves that the total member district's contributions to the General Operating Fund budget in the total amount of $496,744 and School Improvement Services Fund budget in the total amount of $1,688,190 of the intermediate unit for the 2025-2026 fiscal year with individual member district contributions as determined by the Pennsylvania Department of Education, and I so move.
Is there a second?
Second.
Monica? Questions? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carried.
Next motion is for the approval of the exoneration of property school taxes for the 2024-25 school year for the Crawford County Career and Tech Center. I guess maybe explain that real quick. We didn't quite get the paperwork done on the new property to have it tax-free because it's a government entity, so we're going back and doing it retroactively, kind of. So it's all in the minutes there to read, and I so move.
Second?
Any discussion or questions? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carried. Personnel policy. Resolved that the Board of School Directors of Crawford Central School District hereby approves the donation of chairs to Crawford Christian Academy. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Natasha, second.
Second.
Ron? Question, discussion? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carried. And we have the first reading of the revisions to Policy 800, Records Management. That's just for information tonight. And then we have, we're going to be sending a letter. Resolved that the Board of School Directors of Crawford Central School District hereby approves the Cyber Charter School Letter and the sending thereof to Senator Brooks and Representative Roy. Is there a motion for approval on that?
So moved.
Monica?
Second.
Jason? Questions, discussion?
I would just encourage everybody to get out and maybe speak to some of those folks. I think that that's like one of the biggest problems, that when we look at our budgets, where the money is going, there's a lot of money being sucked out of the school district just from cyber charter school. I think that you should really look into that, talk to your legislators to maybe get some change made. So
Their fund budget or balance is crazy.
Yeah, it's not good. So that would be my suggestion, is to look into it.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carried. And immediately after the meeting, if you'll stick around to sign your part of the letter as board members, okay? Resolved the Board of School Directors of Crawford Central School District hereby approves the confidential settlement disbursement statement.
So moved.
Tasha, is there a second? Tammy? Any question or discussion? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carried. These next ones are administrative moves. Resolved that the Board of School Directors of Crawford Central School District hereby approves the transfer of John J. Colonier from principal at First District Elementary School to principal at West End Elementary School effective August 11, 2025. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Ron, second.
Second.
Jeff? One thing I want to say is I hope this is the final principal they're going to get for a while.
Yes.
They've had, I think, four in the last number of years. So I think this will solidify that for a while.
Yes.
I really hope. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carried. Resolved the Board of School Directors of Crawford Central School District hereby approves the transfer of Zachary T. Coer from Assistant Principal Athletic Director at Cochran Junior Senior High School to Assistant Principal Assistant Athletic Director at Meadville Area Middle School, effective August 11th, 2025. And is there a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Jerry? Is there a second?
Second.
Jeff? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carried. Approval of Stephanie L. Sandrock as principal at First District Elementary School. Resolved the Board of School Directors of Crawford Central School District hereby approves Stephanie L. Sandrock as principal at First District Elementary School with all benefits associated with the Act 93 agreement at Step 2 with salary of $117,677 effective July 1st, 2025. And is there a
So
motion?
moved.
Jeff, is there a second?
Second.
Tasha? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carried. Approval of, resolved that the Board of School Directors of Crawford Central School District hereby approves Jared M. Morrison as Assistant Principal Athletic Director at Cochran Junior Senior High School with all the benefits associated with Act 93 agreement at Step 2 with the salary of $102,152 effective July 1st, 2025.
So moved.
Jason?
Second.
I'll go with Monica. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carried. I just got one quick question to ask. Because we've approved these guys with salaries, but the above two we did not.
They're staying where they're at.
Oh, they're staying,
Yeah,
okay.
there's no-
I just want to make sure we're not going to
Yep.
visit something next month that we,
No.
okay.
Same salary.
Then we have, with sadness to one local, the JOC, resolved the Board of School Directors of Crawford Central School District hereby approves Richard A. Hogue as Director of Buildings and Grounds and Transportation at the Instructional Support Center with all benefits associated with Act 93 agreement at Step 1 with a salary of $103,347 prorated with an effective date of May 19, 2025. And is there a motion?
So moved.
Ron, is there a second? Is that Ed? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, same. Motion carried. Approval of the personnel schedules. Resolve the Board of School Directors of Crawford Central School District hereby approves the following personnel schedules. Approval of Schedule A, approval of Schedule D, approval of Schedule E, approval of Schedule H, approval of Schedule I, and approval of Schedule M. And is there a motion?
So moved.
Natasha?
Second.
Monica? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carried. Administration.
Just a couple of things. First, I would like to congratulate our March Class Act leader, Natalie Smith. The second is our Golden Apple Award, Amy Holt, a teacher at West End Elementary School, and that will be aired on TV. Should be this coming week. I just want to remind everybody, Robobots competition will be April 5th, and that's always a great thing to come out and watch. And lastly, we wish congratulations and good luck to our bocce team who will be leaving Wednesday for state champions. Thank you.
Do you know what time their send-off is on Wednesday?
9 o'clock.
Other public or board comments? Any board comments?
Wasn't there a wrestler?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I wanted, real quick, we had,
Wait,
go ahead.
sorry, hold on. Mike wanted to speak for a
Oh.
little comment.
Sorry. It's that time of year again. I come speak to you once a year to kind of celebrate Sunshine Week. Sunshine Week is a tradition that the news media marks this time of year. It was actually last week. I'm a week late, but this week I get to be on TV and the whole nation gets to hear. The celebrations are over, but it's still an important idea to remember Sunshine Week. Sunshine Week is a press thing to draw attention to the importance of transparency and openness in government. It's time to coincide with the birthday of James Madison, the father of the American Constitution. The idea is that these principles are important to our nation. Sunshine Week, the pet peeve for me each year in Sunshine Week, and if you've been here a few years, you might have heard me say it already, has to do with executive sessions. You've listed 3 on the agenda tonight. State case law requires that explanations for executive sessions be meaningful, that they describe the nature of what takes place in an executive session, and that they be specific and discrete. And the specific decision that I've got in mind here says you can't just say litigation, for instance. That doesn't cut it. It's not transparent. It doesn't do what it's supposed to do and tell people at home what happened behind closed doors, what their elected officials were up to when they couldn't hear them. So you have to say more than that. And not only does the law require it, but I would argue it's just a good idea to say a little bit more. It requires a little bit more effort, and it kind of requires remembering to do it. But it's worth it. And when you don't do it, like, not only does it kind of go against the principle, and not only does it go against the law, but it's also kind of rude. It's like you were at work and a coworker said, "Hey, I'm really excited about this dinner that I'm throwing. It's a Friday. They're going to have dinner. They're going to invite people over. They might even invite you over, maybe not. But they're having dinner, and they go out of their way to tell you about it and say, I'm so excited about this dinner." And you, being a normal person, say, "Oh, what are you going to have?" And they look at you like you're kind of crazy, and you and respond, "Food." And you think to yourself, well, that's kind of annoying. But you're a polite person, so you say, well, I know you're going to have food at this dinner that you're telling me about, but what kind of food? And they look at you like you're the one who's kind of crazy, and they say, food. That's all I'm required to tell you. You're doing kind of the same thing, or not you personally, like you guys are fine, but I'm kind of rehearsing for Meadville City Council in a couple weeks. So agencies like yours do this all the time, and there's a kind of a trifecta of really common ones, right? Real estate, personnel, and litigation. I hear that a lot at these meetings that I go to. And none of them are enough, and they're all kind of rude to the people who voted for you in hopes of getting more transparency, perhaps. So you could do more, and it would be easy to do more, and it would make my job easier. No, that's not why I'm asking. You know, it's all about American values and openness and transparency in government. So I look forward to doing something similar a year from now, next time Sunshine Week rolls around. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Crowley. Now, board members' comments.
I think it was
Jason,
Yeah.
you were starting.
I don't know how to follow that up. No, the last 2 weekends, actually, we had several young athletes locally that went and competed at both Penn State and at Harrisburg this last weekend. And this last weekend, we had a young lady who made history. It was 1995 was the last PJW state champion that Cockerton had. The one before that, we were trying to figure out the year. It was Norm Hill. It was 70s. So we've had two. This weekend we had Lillian Adams, a young lady, went down to Harrisburg and came home with a gold medal. It was very emotional and amazing to watch, but I'd like to find out. She might be the first Area 6 female to get a gold medal as well for our entire area. She's started off 2 years ago. She came back with a 4th place medal. She was the first girl to qualify. It was a big deal, but she'll be in the history book for sure. I just wanted to make sure that I got to say congratulations to Lillian Adams for a hard-fought year and an amazing outcome at the end. But there was quite a few qualifiers, and we had a couple place winners, but gold medal. That's pretty awesome.
Anybody else? Now, is there a motion for an adjournment?
I'll make a motion.
Jerry? Monica? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, same. Motion carried.